What's up, nerds? It's the Frugal Bitch, here to tell you about all the reasons that your ass is broke. Welcome to a very special episode of the Frugal Bitch, in which I'm going to be telling you about the concept of respawning pancakes. Now, you're probably wondering, what the fuck is a respawning pancake? Well, simply, that is a blanket term I use. Sorry, there's people walking by, and I'm like, can they hear me? Can they see me? Oh, well, I always do these in cars because my apartment is a mess, you guys. It's like a disaster. There's so many couches. So many couches. Anyway, so respawning pancakes is a blanket term that I use for any time that you can get functionally infinite free and or discounted shit, like heavily discounted. Typically this comes from restaurants. So for instance, what I've got right here is a Dunkin' Donuts receipt. And if you look at your Dunkin' Donuts receipt, they're going to say at the bottom that if you fill out a survey about your visit and bring in a validation code, you will get a free donut when you purchase a medium or larger beverage. So what that means is that just for filling out a survey, it takes like 2 minutes. I've done them before, I do them all the time. You can get a free donut when you buy a coffee. I buy coffee there all the time anyway, because their coffee is like mondo cheap, and it's, except for this one Dunkin' Donuts by my parents' house that always has one person working at any given time. Their coffee is usually really good. But Dunkin' Donuts is not the only place that does that. Actually, the origin of respawning pancakes is from a lovely fancy restaurant called the International House of Pancakes, functionally colloquially known as IHOP. And they used to do this. I don't know if they do it anymore, because I literally haven't been to an IHOP since 2009 when I ate some lukewarm eggs that it was upsetting. But anyway, what they do, or used to do at least, is they have a survey on their receipts that when you fill it out and return it, gives you a free short stack of pancakes. You probably have to buy something with it. Normally these things you have to buy with, but even still, that's a short stack of pancakes. Get a coffee, it's $1.50 or something. And then where the respawning comes in, and actually I should probably take a note right here to tell all you people who are not deep into nerd culture what respawning is. Respawning is basically, it's a term outside of video games, but you see it mostly in video games. I don't actually play video games, I just have a lot of friends who are gamers. When something respawns, it constantly reappears. So you may respawn in an RPG where you show back up at your start point or at a certain point after your character has been killed. Sometimes they have respawning items, so maybe like a piece of whatever the food in the game is, or like 5 coins, something of not massive value, but something that if you sit and collect it a lot, it will become valuable. So when you go to IHOP, the idea is you purchase something, get the receipt, come back in with the receipt with the survey completed, and get a free short stack of pancakes. You then get a receipt for that, which also has a survey code that you can bring back in for a short stack of pancakes. When you buy that second short stack of pancakes, you will get another receipt that you can bring in after filling out a survey for another short stack of pancakes. Functionally infinite pancakes. They all respawn, because all you have to do is fill out a survey to get them again. A lot of places will do something free with purchase, so just purchase something or purchase a drink and you'll get the free item. Some places do a buy one get one, so I know that McDonald's and Burger King both do, you can buy one simple hamburger or breakfast sandwich, certain kind of breakfast sandwich, and get another one free. Those are great, by the way, if you have kids who like to eat a lot, that like can eat 2 sandwiches on their own. You could just bring in receipts and just get them 2 sandwiches and have them full. You're only paying, $2, $3 for one of them. It's also great if you don't mind eating ones that have been reheated, because you can get, 2 breakfast sandwiches in the morning on the way into work, stick one in your work fridge, and then eat it for lunch. That's a full lunch right there. If you don't want to eat 2, buy one and give the free one to a homeless person. I know that down by me, or where I go to school at least, there's a ton of homeless people that like to hang outside of McDonald's. Boom, get yourself a, I don't know. I don't eat meat, so I don't do Big Macs, but it might be a Big Mac, might be like a Big and Tasty or something. Buy one of those, get another one, give it to a homeless guy sitting outside. You'll make his day, and it's something nice for you. It puts one in the good karma column. You can also There was a train of thought there that I don't know where it went. Oh, it's also good, and this is kind of something that's rough to think about for a lot of people, but if it's something that you have to think about, you are probably already thinking about it. It's also good if you don't have a lot of money and you require a lot of calories. Those sandwiches are inexpensive. They pack a big caloric punch, and you can get pretty much your day's worth of calories in 2 of those and a hash brown. So, if you've got 2 days until payday and your fridge is bare, you can, stock those up so that you can have something to eat a couple days, until you've got your money in, that kind of a thing. It's also a nice treat, even if you're trying to eat healthy, you can have some crap every now and then and it's no big deal. So let's see. The ones that I know of that do respawning pancakes are Burger King, McDonald's, Dunkin' Donuts, and IHOP, obviously. I don't know much about other fast food restaurants because really those are the main ones that I go to, minus IHOP. I know that Zaxby's, on their receipts, they do a survey that will enter you for a drawing into $10,000. I think it's either $1,000 or $10,000. The point is, it's a decent amount of money. You probably won't win it, but it doesn't hurt. It takes 2 minutes to do. Now, part 2 of this that I do want to talk about is about the actual surveys. So you may be thinking, Frugal Bitch, I really don't want to do a survey. I know it only takes 5 or 10 minutes, but I just don't feel like doing it. Well, this is where the bitchy part of Frugal Bitch comes in. Shut up, put on your big girl pants, and do it. If you don't want to fill it out, think back on where you were at 2 a.m. on Thursday, which is normally when I get my fast food because that's last day of classes in the week for me. If you don't want to think back to it, here's what I do. I just go in and I put everything the highest it can be. You're going to have a person's name on your receipt. For instance, here I've got Carl. Carl gave me something at Dunkin' Donuts. What was it? A bagel and hash browns. Ooh, that was a good day. So I'm going to go in and fill out that survey and mention Carl. And I'm going to say that everything was very satisfactory, or whatever the highest thing is that you can do. Here's the reason I'm doing that. Those of you who have not worked in food service don't understand it. Those of you who have worked in food service or retail do. When you say very satisfactory, that's going to go boop, 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 up the chain of command. That was a weird noise I made. To whoever the head of whatever is. And it's going to go back down the chain of command to Carl's boss. And Carl's boss is going to say, good job, Carl. You got highly satisfactory. Now, if that cart starts coming in again and again and again, or even if it happens, fairly regularly. Listen, I go to Dunkin' Donuts pretty much the same time every day. Not every day. Every time I go, it's probably about the same time. I don't want you to think I'm going to Dunkin' Donuts every day. It's only like 2 or 3 times a week. Anyway, if Carl keeps getting highly satisfactories, that's going to look good on Carl. Carl may be able to get a promotion. He may be able to get a nice little pay bump. He may be able to take some vacation time that he wasn't going to be able to because his performance looks good. What I'm getting at is, when you fill out those surveys and you say that everything's perfect, you're giving back in the sense that you are letting the people who do the grunt work of food service, who do the hard stuff, the labor-intensive stuff, the people who get yelled at and all that, you're giving them something. And that's what the Frugal Bitch lifestyle is all about. It's all about taking for yourself, but also giving back to people. All right? We're not going to be shitty to people. We're not going to be shitty to our retail workers or our fast food workers or anybody, but especially people in those jobs, because those people get bitched at all the time. I know, I've been there. So, in conclusion, respawning pancakes, do them. Put on big girl pants or big boy pants or big person of indeterminate gender pants. Fill out your survey when you go anywhere. Every time you get a receipt, hold on to the receipt, check it. If it has a survey, great. If not, toss it. Nobody cares. Fill out your receipts. Bring them back, get your free shit, get your respawning pancakes, and keep doing it. Just because you've done it once doesn't mean you're done. You can keep doing it as long as you like, especially this donut shit. I love a good donut and a good coffee, so that's going to take me far. You're only going to be saving like $1.50, $2 each time, but you know what? That adds up. $1.50, $2 twice a month. What is that? If it's, oh God, I'm not good at math. Twice a month at $2 is $48. So you're saving almost $50 a year is the moral of the story, just by taking 5 minutes out of your time to say that Carl did a great job. So that is it from the Frugal Bitch here. I am running late for an appointment, so I'm going to go in and take care of that. You guys have a great time. Keep on bitching. If you have any questions, concerns, things you're not sure about, things that you want to do to save money, or if you're just at a loss at how to start saving money, put a question in the comments. I'll try to get to it. No guarantees, but I'll do the best that I can. This has been the Frugal Bitch. Frugal Bitch out.